welcome to Ninas Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fantastic yarny community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back and spending a little bit of your Friday with me for Vlogmas Day 15. I really do appreciate you. If you could do all the things, you know, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification, it would really help out and I would appreciate it. Today we're going to talk Boggy Creek blankets. We are going to show some Happy Mail and, of course, open the cornbread and honey advent at the end. It's going to be a little bit of a chatty one. I'm not sure how we're going to get through this one. I'll be honest with you. So, let's start at the very beginning. Fridays, I usually show the Boggy Creek blankets that I've done with the squares you've all sent in. If you don't know, if you're new, and I do have some new subscribers, Camp Boggy Creek, the blanket drive that we are doing, it was started by our friend Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too. Her mom belongs to a service club here in Central Florida, whose service project for the last couple of years has been to donate handmade knit and crochet blankets to this camp. Camp Boggy Creek is a camp for kids with serious illnesses. They service kids with about 16 different diagnoses. I don't know how the word is, but anyway, you know what I mean. They have 16 different categories, and of course some of them overlap. But I want you to think things like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia. Kids who, if they wanted to, they couldn't go to a camp with kids who aren't sick. This camp allows them to experience the summer camp experience of fishing and swimming and archery and talent shows and campfires and sing-alongs and, you know, making friends and all of that while being monitored by volunteer staff who are experts and work in their diagnosis. So think all the kids who have cystic fibrosis will come in the same week. So all the volunteers, all the medical staff know everything there is to know about treating kids with cystic fibrosis. So this camp, like I said, Nancy's mom's service project was this, to help this camp. And she made a couple of blankets for her mom, and then she mentioned it to Lynette at Charmed Grammy. And Lynette's like, you know, we've got this big, huge platform. Let's talk to Billy, who is the Crafty Floridian. And the three of them have put together a blanket drive, and we are now the Boggy Blanket Brigade. So we are putting together blankets for this camp. Last year they did a little over 370 blankets. This year they're way past that and still going. They are collecting until the end of January. Well, my little part in this was, I thought, well, how can I help people who want to be a part of this, but couldn't send a whole blanket because shipping is stupid expensive. So I put it out there into the YouTube world. Send me a couple of granny squares. I don't mind sewing them together and we'll make some blankets and you're still part of the Boggy Blanket Brigade. Well, guys, that exploded. I probably got 5,000 squares. I am going to be working on squares for 2 or 3 years because I can't go through them as fast as I thought. I really have been inundated. I'm going to, not today because they're kind of a mess right now because I was digging through looking for something and I need to reorganize them back the way I had them, and I will show you what I have left over and I will give you a count of how many blankets I have made. It's well over 25, probably 20-25 blankets I've made since the probably the middle of August. It's a lot, and right now I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with my own pressure. I am feeling a little bit defeated, and yes, I know everybody says get help, and I did. I sent a huge box to one of my friends to help. But the whole point of this is I didn't want to have to turn around and ship these out to people. I didn't want to incur the expense. And there aren't that many in Central Florida close to me that I could get them to. And I feel like I'm letting everybody down who sent in the squares. I said I was going to cry. Because you all took the time to send in these beautiful squares and wanted to see your squares turned into a blanket for the kids. And I'm kind of done for this year. I can't. I'm struggling to get through them, and I just can't bring myself to make another one. I'm just... I love that I'm doing it, and I don't hate the sewing the granny squares together. But right now, the amount of squares that I have to the amount of blankets that I've made, I don't see myself making a dent in the squares, and I feel defeated. And then I feel bad because I know there are people who are looking for blankets with their squares in them, and I just, for my own sanity and for the fact that I really want to keep doing this until all the squares are done, I really have to give myself a break from these for a while. I'm not saying I'm completely stopping. I may do one more before the end of January. I don't know yet. I'm trying to play it by ear, but it turned into a job, and I started neglecting other things around me, and letting other things go. And I need to put that back into balance. It was taking the joy out of it, that it was becoming, I felt like a factory. And I'm not, and this is not to say that any of you have put any pressure on me. This is all internal. This is all me. I just need a reset. So this blanket that I'm going to show you could possibly be the last blanket for this year. I will be working on these squares on and off for the rest of, until next year. And then when we hit the Boggy Creek blanket drive again, I'll dive back into it. So I don't want you to think that the squares that you've sent are going to go to waste. I will definitely get to them. I might even enlist another friend to do some, but I won't see her for a while. So, the squares that I can get to her won't be made into blankets for this year. So I hope that if you are one of the ones who have been waiting to see a certain square, aren't disappointed that I haven't gotten to them all. But you guys, I have been, I have really overwhelmed. The overwhelming response to this really took me back and really took me by surprise. And so yeah, anyway, I did get one more done, and I love how this one turned out, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. There we go. Just a big black and white and gray with a bunch of pops of color in it. I loved just the just the little bits of color popped into it. You can see the one with a heart is right, where'd it go? The one with a heart is right here, and then the little smiley face emoji, and we got some, you know, neon green and neon yellow and some rainbow colors and some white and black and gray. Is a fun blanket. This one itself meets the parameters really well. It is about 34 to 35 inches wide, and it's 42 inches long. So it hits that sweet spot of the necessary measurements. And I just put a simple X stitch border on. My thinking with this one is there are some older kids in this camp, kids up to the age, between the ages of 6 and either 16 or 17, I can't remember. So my brain was thinking more along the lines for kids who are in that 14, 15, 16-year-old age. They might get a kick out of a blanket like this. So that is the Boggy Creek blanket that I got done this week. And I really like it. I think it turned out really cute. So I hope that you're not disappointed in me, and understand that this comes from a place where I really want to continue doing this, but I am extremely overwhelmed. And the more blankets I put together, it just seemed like I wasn't getting anywhere. I don't see the stack going down. And yeah, it really has been, it's been a rough couple of weeks, to be honest with you. I thought if I just took a few days off at Thanksgiving, I could pop right back into it and get into it. And that didn't help. And I hate to be, you know, Debbie Downer about it and get all weepy, because, you know, who needs that? But I have every intention of continuing until every one of these squares are used. It's not going to be this year, and I don't even know if it's going to be next year. And we will talk again about the drive for next year. There have been several people who have made comments in the videos that I talk about Boggy Creek saying, oh, I've already gotten a start on next year's. Next year's is going to be different. I am not going to accept more than 20 per person. So if you are starting on them now, just keep in mind, I'm not going to take more than 20. And if you really want to help and you don't want to, you know, mail them, donate locally. Make a blanket and find some place to donate it locally. If shipping is just not something that you can do. I do appreciate each and every one of them. I know what love and attention went into these, but we'll talk more about Boggy Creek blanket squares probably in July, and then we'll start collecting them sometime in August. So how's that? So let's go on to some more happier things. Today I wanted to do a couple real quick things before I get to my happy mail, and I have to get my book out because I don't want to forget what I've written down. There's a couple of people that I want to shout out. I haven't done this in a really long time. Some channels that need a little extra loving, that are trying to reach some goals before the end of the year. And I thought, you know what, you guys are so loving and giving that I thought let's give them a little shout out. And you've heard me talk about most of these people before. The first channel I want to direct you to is Diane at my Pink Bathtub Knits. If you've not seen her channel, go check her out. She's very sweet. She's in Canada. and she is a knitter, but if you haven't seen her Advent, I enjoy her Advent opening so much. On Sunday, she wears her little Elmo pajamas. It's a hoot. So check out Diane at My Pink Bathtub Knits. She's listed below. Another one that I want to shout out, and I don't know that she's trying to reach a goal, but you guys have to check her out, is Shannon at Another Yarn. She just, the energy that comes off the screen when you're watching her, it just is so exuberating and so much fun. And she is bistitchual. She does knitting and crochet. Her amigurumi is so cute. Her knitting is spectacular. She's making her husband another sweater, and oh my God. Sock knitting. She's currently working on a Advent Christmas stocking, and she's been part of the Boggy Creek blanket brigade. She's doing a Boggy Creek blanket or two. She's done squares. She is one of those very high energy daily podcasts that you really need to go check out, Shannon. Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. Most of you know Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, but you need to get over there and check her out because she's trying to hit her goal. I think it's 3,000 or 5,000. She's trying to hit a subscription goal, and I know she's close. So if you have not subscribed to Laura, get over there and do that. Let's put her over the edge, because Laura, egg beggar, Lala, whatever you want to call her, she deserves to hit that goal. So get over there and do that for her. Jackie at Crochet HD. She's another one who's trying to reach a goal of a number of subscribers before the end of the year. So if you don't know Jackie, you need to go. She's my evil twin. She's the evil one. We have the same taste in yarn, in colors, and patterns. She is a fellow Tunisian crochet enthusiast. We are going to work on a project this coming year in 2024 where we take a knit pattern and translate it into a Tunisian crochet project, and it's going to be a wearable. We're moving into that genre of Tunisian wearables because, oh, sorry, I got fiber up my nose, you guys, I'm sorry. She's made some really beautiful things Tunisian wise, and she's currently working on a pattern that was a knit pattern for a shawl that she's transforming into a Tunisian shawl using some Arcane Fiberworks yarn, and it's turning out gorgeous. And yeah, you guys need to check her out. She's fun. She's got a great sense of humor. She does squirrel on you a lot. That's the HDAD, whatever that is. ADD, no. Anyway, she has that adult onset, attention deficit thing, kind of like I do, but she squirrels, but her squirrels are fun. I mean, you want to go down those rabbit holes with her. So check out Jackie and help her reach her goal. Judy at Judy's Creations and Crochet. She's another one who's trying to reach a subscription goal. Judy is she only comes out once a week on Thursdays, but right now she's doing every other day through the month of December with her Advents. She got 4 of them, and they're gorgeous. And she is, you could tell in a past life Judy was an educator. She was a teacher, because her way of explaining and kind of, that whole teacher vibe just comes off of her. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. I look forward to Thursdays with Judy. She makes beautiful crocheted items. She's making a bunch of crocheted shawls for donations. She did craft fair, so she took some things to a craft fair. She was it this year? I think it was earlier this year. She did a series of videos walking you through how to best utilize Ravelry, which for me was really spot on, because I use Ravelry to find patterns, but there's more to it. And Judy's videos help you find all the things that you can find on Ravelry. So there's a lot of really good content on Judy's channel. So if you haven't already subscribed to her, head on over and give her a like and a subscription. Or as Sam at Memphis Makes would say, throw some love in her window. And Sam is the last one I want to talk about. They're trying to reach a subscription goal. Her and her partner Mike, they are the sweetest couple on YouTube. They make me smile. I can't wait for my daily dose of Sam, or Sam and Mike together, because Sam most of the time does it by herself. Mike will show up for Tile of the Week Thursday, and for sometimes the crochet catch up. But Sam is just a darling. And if you have not subscribed to her, please go and subscribe to her. Help her reach the goals that they're trying to reach. She, again, can do amigurumi. She does beautiful blankets. And she's just a lot of fun. She's been taking us on drives through the countryside, because she lives in England, people. She lives in Cornwall. And she takes you on a drive through the countryside, and it's like, oh, I want to go there. One of these days I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to England, and I'm going to see the countryside for myself. But Sam at Memphis Makes, you guys, you need to head over and give these girls some love and attention, and give them the likes and subscribes, because it'll really help them out. So go do that for them. And speaking of Judy and or Sam, I got Christmas cards from each of them. And that's not why I had this list of shout outs way before I got this. I've been compiling this list for a while, trying to figure out when I was going to fit it in. And then I got these cards in the mail, and I'm like, well, you might as well do it when you open their cards. So this one is from Judy, and isn't that a beautiful card with the turtle dove and the beautiful tree? And it says peace on the front, and it says wishing you peace to last throughout the year. Happy holidays from Judy at Judy's Creations and Crochet. And look at the inside. Isn't that a beautiful card on the inside? So Judy, thank you so much for thinking of me and sending me this beautiful card. It even came in a really pretty envelope. I mean, come on, even the details are gorgeous. And then this one came from Sam. I didn't know where it had come from, although it did say airmail. But I mean, look at that adorable little card, envelope and this card. And then I get this adorable card that says Season's Greetings. And inside this beautiful card, I got this adorable diamond painted snowman ornament. And Sam, how'd you know snowman were something I collected? Isn't that darling? She made a bunch of these, and they are so cute. I can't get it to sparkle because my lights are being weird. But Sam, I will treasure this. This will go on my tree. She wrote on the back, Memphis Makes 2023, so I will always know and remember. But I won't even have to look at the back to remember that our dear sweet Sam sent me this adorable little ornament, and I will find a place of prominence for him to be on our tree this year. And inside the card, she just said, you know, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a joyous and peaceful festive season and a fabulous 2024. Thank you for all your love and support in 2023. Big love and hugs. Mampa, Moose, Mike, kiddos, and fur babies. So, Sam, back at you, my friend. Happy holidays. You have a package coming for me. You should be getting it in the next week or so. I hope you get it before Christmas. But anyway, thank you so much for this, and I do appreciate all of your love and support also. so that's the Happy Mail cards. Let's get into our Advent day 15. I'm going to open this up real quick because this is already at 25 minutes because I dabbled on, and I'm sorry. And this one, this color is, ready, 2, 3. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. Okay, it's very pinky red, bordering on coral. I don't know how to describe this color. It's really almost brownish red. It's gorgeous. Oh, and it's going to fit in with this palette. Gorgeous. If you don't know where I got my Advent box from, it came from Cornbread and Honey, an independent dyer in Painesville, Ohio. You can find her on Etsy and on Instagram. That's where I found her. And this is her boho Christmas box, or Advent box is what she's calling it. And look at this beautiful palette. Look how gorgeous this is. So we're 1 to 15 this way. Is that not beautiful? Wait a second. I think this is just absolutely gorgeous. I am loving it. These are fingering weight minis, 75-25 merino nylon, 92 yards, 20 grams. And there's 25 of these bad boys in here, and look how beautiful this is turning out. I'm gonna turn the camera so you can get a whole look at how gorgeous that is. Is that not beautiful? I am so thrilled with this. It is just amazing how beautiful this palette has turned out. Now, I mentioned a couple of days ago that she mentioned to me that that's Tanya at Cornbread and Honey, that she was going to do a second run. So if you are interested in getting one of these, you might want to get on her website and give her a shout and see if she's got room to add one for you, because this is gorgeous stuff. So with that, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being understanding and hanging out until the end here. I do appreciate you. You know, I taken my own advice. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of the ones you love. And I always try to be kind. So be kind to everybody. We'll see you this afternoon when Tom opens his Advent. Have a great day.